to stretch a sketch. So this month, instead of stretching or shrinking the sketch, I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to take the sketch and I'm going to use this film strip from our New Year's Eve event with some Discover and Create paper. If you've been watching my videos, I'm on a little Discover and Create kick right now. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So like I've done the last few times, I'm going to stop talking here, put you on fast forward, and then I'll come back at the end to talk about the layout. Thanks, everybody. I am back. You are on 3.5 times speed, so you're seeing me do things much faster. The first thing I did is I had a piece of paper that I obviously cut a circle out of, and I think you'll see that on a future video. And I used that to kind of create a mat around this olive green paper. I know that's not in the layout, but I just kind of thought it would look good, particularly to frame this striped paper. I'm using my big ruler, and I'm using that to create the diagonal. Now, I cut this at 10 inches versus the olive green is at 12, or is it 11 inches? So there is a little bit of a gap, and I'm going to address that later, but I just thought that was a good kind of thing to have, and I thought it looked kind of cool. So now I'm working on creating the other layers in the sketch, and I am trying to figure out what I want. I thought I wanted that navy, but I ended up not liking how it looked. I do love some of this other paper that I have. You'll see that really cool, colorful floral, and I almost used that, but then I was like, no, not loving it, not loving it. I did use this kind of whiter base, and I thought that was good for the photo. And then I'm going to use this mint green to back my photo strip in. And I end up really liking how all of that looks together. Now, I still need to somehow mimic the flags or the tags that are out on the side. And so what I decided to do was cut a piece of this other mint green paper and then use a border strip. I really have used a lot of border punches, I should say. And you've seen my hair there. Sorry about that. I've used a lot of border punches lately, and just they're so versatile. And if you just use them, it ends up kind of helping the whole page kind of come together. So this is, and then I decided I want to take that strip and use it as kind of a something that will keep the edge of the green and that stripe kind of separated to create kind of a, I'm going to say a border. So I do that, and I cut the border strip to match the angle so that it goes across, and then it doesn't matter that it's not long enough because the side right there, or the photo is covered up. I'm going to ink everything in brown, and you saw me, I used my black dauber on my brown ink, but it doesn't really matter because quartz timber is so dark. So I don't think it impacted anything. If I had done that with a red or something else, it probably would have been a big, big drama. But because it was on the quartz timber, it ended up being okay. So here is the base layout. And then after I put those down, all we're going to do is embellish. I really enjoyed flipping this sketch. I thought it worked well. I thought it worked well because I had that photo strip, and that was exactly the right size. I really liked the kind of striped paper. And now I just need to fill in some of the blank spaces. So I'm going to do that by pulling out the embellishments I have for Discover and Create. I'm going to pull out some things I think might work, and we'll use some of them, and then we'll probably take some of them and put them back. So I have the titles, the title words, stickers, and because the title is going to go on the side, I thought that would be fun, or the title's on the side when we flip the sketch. I thought it'd be fun to do that. I went back and forth on what I wanted the title to be, but Epic Photos seemed to be the right thing. So the story of this is that they had a step and repeat. And as we were heading to the event, our son drove us to the event because we didn't want to drink and drive. So instead, we had someone drive us there. And as we were driving there, we were talking about, oh, wouldn't it be funny if they had a step and repeat, and what's a step and repeat, and how, it's like all the things on the Real Housewives and all of that, and how they all like to be on the step and repeat. So we were talking about that, and as we walked in the door, there was a step and repeat. And in fact, the guy that checked us in said, "Oh, and here you can go take a picture with the step and repeat." And I just thought that was the funniest thing, that we had just been talking about a step and repeat, and there was one. So these are the photos from the step and repeat. It was so much fun. And it was one of those things where, I wasn't expecting it, and then we had just been talking about it. So love how that happened. I'm going to put the date there. And then I have this heart kind of rolling stamp. I'm just going to put some hearts on the yellow. It's more to grunge up the yellow than it is anything else, but it's just adding a little bit of texture to that yellow so it's not just stark. Everything else on the page has a little bit of texture, so I thought that would be good to add there. So you're seeing me add just a little bit of other colors. This is the second page I've done for New Year's Eve with this collection. The other page I did is a lot more gold, and this page is a lot more kind of rolling into just kind of the neutral colors, the yellow background on that on the photo, and I really am enjoying how it turned out and how it went together. Finally, I do want to add this camera. I'm going to put the sticker there in the middle of the camera, and then I'm going to write my journaling on the tag and put it to the left. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying all of the ladies' layouts for Stretch a Sketch, and I will come back and see you next month. And here, really quickly, I'm going to explain my overall process. Bye-bye. Hey, well, I think I did a pretty good job of turning that sketch and doing it. I've got the sideways title. I've got the multiple layers. I have a little bit of scallop. I didn't do the tags on the edge, but I think that's okay because I have the stripes that are kind of like the tag. I've got some floral elements on the two edges, and I am loving it. I hope you are excited to see my take on Stretch a Sketch, and I will see you next month. Thanks, everybody. Bye.